Hello, I'm Axel, and I'm here with the one and only Elliott Hulse.
Hello, folks. Axel, how are
Hello.
you today, sir?
Great. Training, everything's going
Yep,
up.
you're all
like,
pumped up. I see veins in your bicep and shit.
That's like every day for me.
Yeah, you're getting more explosive?
Getting faster. My top speed's going up. You know, gotta
Good.
work on that acceleration right now.
Excellent. So what's going on today, bro?
So I wanted to interview you
All right.
because a lot of people might think that you're not, on YouTube as often enough, but you have pretty much, you have content on YouTube still, and still people follow you from that old content, and you're getting new followers. But tell me what you're up to nowadays that you don't talk to people so often on the camera. So what are you up to nowadays?
Oh, man. Well, Farhan and I were just having a conversation about some big projects in the work. So, yeah, the good doc over there. Doc Testosterone, for those of you guys who want to look him up, it's doctestosterone.com, correct? And youtube.com/doctestosterone.
Yep.
So, all right, I'm messing around, but, well, just look around. You're here at Strength Camp right now. This is a brand new Strength Camp. This is not the same Strength Camp that most people know me from.
Yeah.
In order for this Strength Camp to be here the way it is, I needed to create space and time in order to invest into what I believe to be a bigger purpose for me, a bigger dream, a bigger mission in life. So I had to ask myself a really important question right before I quit making YouTube videos and now have scaled back. And that is, do I want to be remembered as, or do I want to build my legacy upon being a YouTube celebrity?
Yeah.
Someone who entertains? Or do I want to be a teacher? And I've decided that, well, YouTube was great. It's a platform that helped me launch into what my real purpose is, which is to be a teacher and to be a mentor. So instead of me constantly uploading YouTube videos to entertain and to well, do the good work that I did through YouTube for those years, I have now chosen to invest that time that I would have been making videos into writing. I'm very available. I'm available every single day, for those of you guys who want to know. I write. A part of my daemon, they would call it, or spirit is calling is in writing. I like to write. I love to write. I made videos because I was good at making videos for the time, and that's where my spirit was speaking. It was speaking through the camera. But I also have a desire to write. And I want to express myself creatively, because what's life all about if you're not expressing yourself creatively, right?
Yeah.
Right? You're here because you're building up your body because you want to express yourself on the basketball court.
Oh, well, track and field.
Track and field. I apologize.
Yeah, it was all good. I love basketball.
You were whooping ass out there on the basketball court. That's why I thought of it. I was like, man, this guy's got to be good at basketball too.
Yeah, that's my love also.
I can tell. So my point is that you're wanting to express yourself. You're wanting to express something powerful within you. I did it through football. I did it through strongman. I did it through. I have a family that I express myself through. I express myself through YouTube videos, and a part of me wants to express myself through writing. So you also know that the book King just came out.
Yeah,
my
absolutely.
first hard, real book. Prior to this, I would create worworkouts like Lean Hybrid Muscles and 5x5, Advanced 5x5. But this is the first time it's an actual book, and I wrote. A lot of this I had to sit and write. It's a conglomerate of a lot of my ideas from videos that I had repurposed into the book, as well as new ideas and mind maps. So I poured a lot of creative energy into that, which I wouldn't have otherwise had if I was making a lot of YouTube videos. So if you want more Elliott Hulse, go to elliottHulse.com. You could read, you could sign up for my newsletter, and you could read what I have to say every single day, basically. 5 days a week. Weekend is for my family. I'm making videos every day right now because a part of my training, when you invest in the King book, I know I'm making this a commercial, but this is, you asked me where am I at? What am I doing? I'm making videos every day, but they only get seen by the people in my King's Initiation coaching program, which is tied to the book. So if you want Elliott Hulse, he's here, but you just got to want to invest either by taking some time to read. A lot of people, they just want to watch videos, so they want to sit back and be passively entertained, right? Well, I actually want people who want to be actively engaged with me. So writing is going to be a little active to read someone's writing. So the people who are with me now in my mind, are the most important people. They're the people who read what I have to say every day because they're that invested in it. And they're the people who acted immediately when King went on sale last week. And which, if you didn't get a copy, you'll have to wait until we launch again in April.
Right. So a lot about it is like this content you create. Mm-hmm. Obviously, I think you think about quality also. So what are the quality, standards you want to achieve and you want to present to the, not only like St. Pete, Tampa, Florida, but to the whole world, right? Because you worldwide, let's be honest, right? Mm-hmm. So how do you see your quality and your quality content as you grow up in your career and journey?
Well, when you say quality, you have to have something that you're measuring it against, a barometer of sorts.
So maybe what's your barometer?
And the way I see it is authenticity. The more authentic I could be, the better I believe my content will be. So in other words, where's my intention when I'm creating the content? That, to me, that's the highest quality. The higher my integrity and authenticity through the presentation of my ideas through written or video format, the higher its quality. It's more Elliott Hulse. It's better Elliott Hulse. It's the spirit. It's the daemon moving through me that's more available to those who consume my products.
Okay. Authenticity might go hand in hand with a lot of things, right? Yeah. For example, for my track and field sport, be a specific programming. I train your programs also, like the Superior Speed System. That program, I think you remember that. That was a while ago, but still.
No, that's a very powerful program.
Yeah. And let's talk about sports a little bit.
Yeah, brother.
You played football, strongman. I'm familiar with that sport, strongman sport. I had never done it, but I've seen the competitions. We have like strong guys back in Latvia.
Damn right.
So, why do you think like Americans are so dominant in so many sports? You can pick very few sports that Americans are not dominant. You can say
it again.
Why do you think American teams,
right,
American athletes are so dominant in so many sports?
Right.
Yeah. What's the reason? You've been around sports.
Yeah.
You might see something that like a guy from overseas haven't seen yet. So maybe you can show a secret or something like that.
I think the answer to that's pretty obvious. And he just walked in the door and showed you why.
But not only not only American football.
America is a melting pot.
Yeah.
And everybody wants to come to the melting pot. It's just been the history, regardless of your feelings about America, everybody wants to come to America. I mean, it's the American dream, right? America is a dream. The whole idea is a dream. So with a melting pot that attracts lots of people, that's built on the backs of very physically powerful people, African Americans, you've got a mix of the elite, the physical elite, The whole point is that America is everything, and in that you get the best of everything. So swimmers, you would look at a swimmer's body, like Chinese, they may be built for swimming, what I'm saying, or Olympic lifting,
Yeah, but
they may be built
there are
that
still
way.
a lot of the greatest swimmer comes from U.S. Michael Phelps, for example, right?
Right. My point is that in China, they're not going to have that many great like track and field. They're not jumping as high as the Americans.
Yeah.
Or, I'm trying to think of like how there's an imbalance in some countries that are really good at certain things because of the way the genetics are, the way the body is. You see, where America, there's so many different body types.
Oh,
if you need this particular body type from this particular culture to win this particular sport, well, we've got it here.
Yeah, there's like more choices over that.
Yeah, and a whole lot of African Americans.
Oh, okay.
I
believe with proper training and we can compete.
Man, the African American were chosen. The Africans were chosen for their strength and their physical prowess. So there's something to be said for.
I watched a great movie with Michael Johnson, the great Michael Johnson, who ran the 200, 400 meters in Olympics. And he made a movie called Survival of the Fastest. In the movie, he talks about how he goes with his own family roots, and he explores how the people got enslaved, and how the shipping was to the U.S. and how it all happened, and why actually, for example, like a small country, Jamaica, is so dominant, maybe because they got these slaves which they couldn't handle, actually, like strong. They just, hey, we have to drop these somewhere, and they dropped it to the nearest island over here, Bahamas, but Jamaica. Right. So
you get a particular type of person.
Yeah.
That's fascinating.
Yeah. That was amazing to me to hear. Of course, that's kind of, you're knowing the history and how those people were,
And then on the other end of the spectrum, look,
sad.
We got Canadians that are not necessarily Canadians, but the same type of European people that are from
Caucasian.
Right. Yeah. Well, a particular whatever culture decided to, like, from what I understand, different parts of the United States have predominantly like German and just different people from the different countries of Europe chose to settle in different parts of northern America. And so my point is, anyway, I was making a joke, but my point kind of was that hockey players, like, we could dominate in hockey too, because look, the Russians have really good hockey players, that northern part of the country, but so does Americans.
Yeah, that's well,
of the continent.
That's the beauty, I would say.
Yeah.
Well, coming here to U.S.
So I mean, we got Africans sprinting and jumping, and we got hockey players.
Yeah. So one question, also there are a lot of athletes who might be watching, also people who are not athletes, like wanting to be entrepreneurs. What do you would give advice for them how to achieve goals and how to set goals? And strive to their,
Oh, it's not about setting goals at all, bro. I was just outside talking to Chris, Chris that comes in, works out for Open Gym, and dude.
Not my coach.
No.
Chris, right?
No.
Okay.
He was talking about all the ideas that he's put together. He's got a whole set of ideas, right? He's very intelligent on many different levels, right? Just like our friend Farhan here. But what Farhan's doing is taking ideas from a brilliant mind and manifesting it, turning into reality, realizing it, right? There's a big difference between goal setting, right, which is essentially where a lot of people get caught up in, but never get anything done. Year after year, they set goals. Setting goals is useless. Setting your intention, knowing what you want, is very important. That's a totally different topic.
Yeah.
But being able to realize it, being able to manifest, being able to take it out of the idea realm and turn it into reality, that is a skill altogether different that most people don't have, and it requires devotion, it requires discipline, right? Commitment, dedication, like you're doing every day, right? You didn't just have an idea about getting faster. You decided, I'm going to do something about it, and you can make a big decision like you did, which was to cross over the sea to get here and spend time, or you can take little steps every single day with discipline and devotion, ritualistically. So for example, I'm writing now. I write every single day, because if I write every single day, it becomes something. It becomes realized. So rituals, practice.
Yeah. So if somebody wants to see how the world is, you see the world different eyes, right? I believe that you should travel and learn more stuff, right? Because you're learning perspectives. What do you think about seeing perspectives? Like I see like perspectives. Sometimes people get poor, they get broke, and then they see like how the poor man's life is, right? So you've gone up to different sort of journeys. What is your views right now in life, and how do you approach life, and what is your perspective seeing in life in general?
Ask me one more time. Condense it.
So, how do you see life in general nowadays? Because you have been involved since, even 3 years ago when for example, I started watching your videos in 2013, right? So you've been evolving since that, since that. Prior to that, you were evolving, right? So how do you see the world?
How am I seeing it differently right now? One word that comes to mind is humility. And I don't mean it in the way of the way I mean it is that there are limits on what is what is possible for you. I live with the idea that there are no limits. Like I was telling somebody the other day, that I literally believed with my heart that I could run through a brick wall at certain points. I punched my fist into brick walls. I broke in some bones, you know, because of that. It's what's got me to where I am today. There are no limits, you know, just being able to go after everything, go after anything that you want. But humility and recognizing that there are limits is sort of a moral responsibility. Because if we don't really realize that there are limits, we end up doing things like destroying our planet, for example. With that no-limit attitude, we believe that we could keep dumping and dumping and dumping into our oceans.
Yeah.
We think we could keep excavating. Whatever poison you want to choose, we've decided to go as deep as we can into that no-limits idea. And, well, science is showing us that there are limits. We're destroying our planets. We're destroying our health. Right? So when I say humility, I mean not that you can't do everything that you want to do, but you have a moral obligation to put a cap on it for the sake of everyone living with us in this life and for future generations.
So this will be a different topic. What do you want to achieve? What do you want to achieve, and what is your highest achievement in your opinion? It could be spiritually, it could be like a physical thing you have achieved. What do you think is your biggest achievement, and what do you want to achieve in life going forward?
I am achieving. Every day is an achievement for me. I think the biggest achievement for me will be to be satisfied in every moment. The achievement is not the attainment of something, because I know how to realize, I know how to attain. And if my intention is set right, I know I'll get it, I'll get there. But peace in the moment eludes me. So
Being
a
in
great
the moment.
well, yeah.
Yep.
Being able to be relaxed fully in the moment without needing to achieve.
Yeah.
Without having to achieve.
Like not having like this unstable feeling, right?
Right, like there's something I gotta get.
Yeah.
Because I've gotten a whole lot of what I asked for, and there's always more. Yeah. You know, you could have, and that's why
Reminds
humility.
me of that situation what I have prior to this, like got that guilt feeling that I'm, going off from my workout.
Dude, and the truth is that we can't win.
Yeah.
And I think that's where our problem is, and I've said it in lots of my videos, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. We can't, there's nothing to win. That's the whole thing, You got the guilty feeling, well, there's nothing to analyze about it. It just came to my body, it's cool that you recognize it, and you just fucking move on. But, some people will allow themselves to get so anxious about it that it derails them completely. They won't even do anything because they're afraid of the anxious feeling coming.
Oh, yeah.
They'll just say, instead of you feeling guilty, you just won't do it.
Oh.
But you felt guilty, but you still said, fuck it, I'm doing it anyway. Right. That's having objectivity. That's being detached. And although emotions come, feeling come, doubt comes, fear comes, love comes, pleasure comes, it goes.
Nice. So maybe there's one last thing you want to tell.
No, I have no last remarks. But if you got a last question, no. I'll answer it.
Well, no, I ran out of questions. I don't want to, take too much of your time. Actually, I want to thank you, because one day I was like, sitting down, realizing where I am and what has happened to me in these past, days and years and building up to this moment, and I realized this man, Elliott Hulse, started, with working out with tires and stuff like that, and he built this thing called facility, right, where I can grow and fulfill my dreams. So I'm very thankful to you. So thank you.
You got it, brother.
So thank you. That's really from my heart, and I
receive it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So thank you.
Done.